We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
It's second and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
That's
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones, and that's complete to Lewis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
First and 10.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Dion Lewis. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
1 yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jones. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 50-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too.
And 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Jalen Thompson.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The give is to Jones. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
But I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A 2-yard gain on
Murray going to throw. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A give to Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Jones dumps it off to Lewis. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards the final tally.
That's the
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Cardinals nothing.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They run with Lewis out of the gun. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves them much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's a sneak with Jones. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Daniel Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Giants 10, Cardinals nothing. Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd and 9, Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams.
Murray's
and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
13 yards.
When we think about these two franchises, the Cardinals and the Giants, so much riding on their young quarterbacks. And they were the first 2 QBs taken in the draft back in 2019. Murray first to the Cardinals and Daniel Jones 6th to the Giants. Murray now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. Shotgun now from Murray. Got his man, it's Williams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Williams.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 13.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
At the 13-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Peterson. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. On 1st down, Drake. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st down, Arizona.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again, Murray. And he hits Drake. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing Jones. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 11 yards there, first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Counter play, Drake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run, first level being the D-line, and linebacker second level, and the secondary the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
This is Chase Edmonds, who played his college ball in the Bronx at Fordham. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Marcus Golden on the stop. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd and 9, Murray flushed out right. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Drake. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. from the gun. Murray. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Got an open man, it's Ratley. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 59 mark, 59 mark.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for the Giants. 54 yards on the ground. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Giants 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 59. Come on, QB, come on. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Giants 17, Cardinals 13. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And what are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 20. And a Cardinal 1st down.
Murray now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. But it's going to be 2nd down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Drake. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
40-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
And the Cardinal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And Murray throwing complete here to Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run the counter. Drake, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown Cardinals.
11, Larry Fitzgerald.
Larry Fitzgerald. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Corey Ballantyne on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jones. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
35-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Jones running on 1st down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. Well, clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. To throw is Murray. It's complete to Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back to throw it, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Single, slow. Hey, you're on the line over there. You're on the line.
Now Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And the Cardinal first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff, now Murray. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Back to throw, Murray. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Arizona.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days.